Good morning, guys. Anita Dawn here from Anita Dawn Wellbeing and also Sail Pilates. Although more Anita Dawn Wellbeing today and this week and this month. So for February, every morning at 8:30, Monday to Friday, I'm coming live on various platforms on social media, and I am talking about healthy tips. The first week, I covered my 5 main pillars of successful aging, tweaking them to the 21st century and what's going on at the moment, what with COVID. And this week I'm talking about sleep, because sleep is really important. That's why I'm talking about it. Okay. So this week and yesterday I gave an overview of sleep, and today we're talking about, I'll tell you in a moment. Yeah, you haven't read it. Yeah, you've probably read it in the ticker tape. All right. So first of all, very, very briefly, I'll cover again why sleep is so important. It is one of the biggest health challenges of the 21st century. Yeah, and particularly now with COVID. I don't know about you, but I am definitely sleeping less for various reasons during COVID, and it's dragging on. And I don't know about you, but I need a break. I need to get away from my routine, my daily life, and just kind of chill. Yes. All right. But also, we are sleeping 20% less than we were 100 years ago. Yeah, we were sleeping around 8 hours, and now the average is 6.5 hours. But it's not all about quantity, is it? I also mentioned yesterday that the quality of the sleep is really very, very important. But also, moreover, that 2% of the GDP is lost to things related to people losing sleep, and that's about £30 million a year. So that's a hell of a lot of money wasted through people with sleep issues. Yeah. So today I'm focusing on, perhaps I was going to say, one of the most important for me and generally, but I think they're all important because sleep is important. Okay, and most of us need to improve the quality of our sleep. So why stress? Yeah. So stress. Are you stressed? Do you think you're stressed? And what stresses you? Yeah. It's very, very hard in today's society to avoid stress. Yeah. We're kind of 24/7. You can order something online. You can go shopping online every hour of the day and have it arrive tomorrow. And as I mentioned, particularly in COVID, because we don't get any relief from stress, not as much as we used to. Well, let's talk about what happens when we get stressed. When we get stressed, the body releases a hormone called cortisol. And this is what we call the fight or flight hormone. And it goes back to caveman days. Yeah. So when woman was at home doing the cooking. When man was confronted with a danger, whether it was an enemy or a wild animal that they were hunting for dinner, the body released this hormone to help them to fight. It increased the heart rate, it increased the blood sugar levels so they had more energy, and it stopped processes in the body that didn't serve them in that moment, like digestion and sleeping. But the thing was, so that was to fight, or whether they were going to stay and fight or to run away. They still needed that energy, that instant boost of energy. The thing was that wasn't happening all day long. They didn't always have that opportunity to come across something for dinner. So they would spend hours resting around the campfire. Did they have fires in those days? They must have done, to cook the meat on. Let's stay with it, Anita. Stay focused. Yeah. So they had relaxation periods that brought the cortisol levels down in the body. So the body is okay with short, sharp spikes of cortisol, but not constant cortisol. Today, we have little microdoses of stress hitting us all through the day. So our cortisol levels are continually high, and possibly through the night as well. So why is that going to affect our sleep? Because cortisol, as I say, it stops you feeling sleepy in times of need. It inhibits the release of melatonin, which is the hormone that causes us to feel drowsy and then leads us into sleep. So this is quite key. So we need to really take action to handle the stress in our lives. So what can we do? 3 things that we can do. One is that we discover what is stressing us. And everybody has stress in their lives. It's very, very hard to avoid stress. Even if you went to a desert island, you'd probably stress the fact that there weren't other people around. There wasn't that human connection. So there's certain things that we really need in our daily lives. Yeah. And I did mention before that the cavemen, they had periods of relaxation in between those bouts of stresses, but we don't get that. We're not getting enough relaxation in our day, particularly now during COVID. Yeah. So when was the last time you went out and chilled, had a coffee with a friend? Yeah. When was the last time that you dispersed your stress at the gym, doing a class or just working out in the gym or in a massage place and just having a massage to bring down your stress levels and to help you to relax? Yeah. So our choices of relaxation are reduced, particularly now in COVID. So what can we do? As I say, first of all, find out, what are the stresses in your life? So you might need to take a little bit of time out, go for a walk, think about what is stressing you now. When do you get kind of nervous? When do you get impatient? And when do you feel your heart racing and your blood pressure increasing? Those little things. Yeah. And so then you need to discover what are the things that stress you that you can't change. So at the moment we're probably getting stressed about COVID out there, about the pandemic, the global pandemic, but there's only a certain amount that we can do. We can have a vaccination. Well, there's quite a lot that we can do, actually, isn't there? There's wash our hands, cover our face, and social distance. Yeah. So, but once we've done that, we can't. What's the point of worrying further than that? Yeah. So you just do the best that you can and focus on things that you can change. Yeah. So then look at the stresses that you can change. What are the ones that you can change? Maybe you've got noisy neighbours keeping you awake, and that's stressing you out, or even kids crying or dogs barking during the day. Maybe have a word with your neighbours. Maybe wear earphones, earplugs or something to help you through this particularly stressful time. And perhaps, again, you're living with your partner, your husband, your family all the time, 24/7, and that can be very, very stressful in itself. So think of ways that you can help reduce that stress. Maybe when something annoys you or you get upset about something, then discuss it with the people in your life. And I don't know about you, but I know that when you talk about something, it really almost dissipates the stress of it. And also, as a consequence, hopefully people might change or tweak their behaviours to when they're around you. Yeah. Maybe the relationship is toxic. Maybe you need to have time away from that relationship. Maybe you need to end it. Yeah. So you might need to make some serious decisions in your life if these stresses are affecting you, because stress is not just a killer in itself, but so is sleep. Sleep is can be very so stress can be very beneficial, but it can also be harmful. And the same thing with sleep. When we get enough, it's just like a miracle. It's like that magic bullet. And when we don't get enough, we're starting to realize the consequences, and there are very, very serious, harmful long-term consequences of not getting enough sleep. Yeah. So I hope that's given you food for thought, guys. And I have given webinars before on sleep, and sort of revisiting it, it's really helping me to realize just how important it is that I give sleep priority in my life. Yeah. So do tune in tomorrow when I'll be talking about liquid stresses on the body, and that's caffeine and alcohol. Again, another very serious couple of things that are really affecting people's sleep. Yeah, so does it affect your sleep? And I'd be really interested to know either before or after tomorrow's session. So I'll see you at 8:30. I will be here. You can see me at 8:30 tomorrow in quite a few different platforms on social media, YouTube, all my different Facebook groups and Facebook page, which is Sale Pilates. Yeah. So do give me some feedback. Let me know whether this has really given you food for thought, and let me know what changes you might. Are you going to change anything, or can you change anything that's stressing you out? Let me know what is stressing you, especially now during COVID. Okay, you guys stay safe today. It's a pretty beautiful day out, but I hear that a lot of you are having lots of snow. So stay safe, stay warm, and I will talk to you tomorrow at 8:30. Thanks for watching.